Okay, that's the right button. Hello. 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 Welcome, Tetris fans. If there's anyone in chat. There's Anders, there's Brick UK, and there is Hector. And two of those players in that list are going to be playing today. We have a double bill for you. Today we will have two matches in the Premier Division of Game Boy Tetris League Season 7. And so just to kind of introduce you again to what is Game Boy Tetris League, it is a free tier league hosted by the Game Boy Tetris server in Discord, which you can find over at tinyurl.com/GB-Tetris. That's a dash in new people speak. And yeah, so to introduce the table, if I can do that, we will look at this. So our current Premier Division has 5 players, all vying to be the top of the league, and you can see a number of names here who are fine players, some of the best in the world in my opinion. We have starting at the bottom, we have Hector. Then we have we actually have 2 CTWC champions in this division, maybe 3. I can't remember if DLB's won it. So yeah, we have some top players here: Hector, Code Crusher, aka CTWC Crusher, DLB, Tony, and Anners. And so far we have had 2 games in the league. We've had Tony play DLB, which was a 3-1 game to Tony, and we also had Anners versus Tony, which was a blistering sweep, a shock, a 3-0 victory. Well, not a shock. Both players are fantastic and brilliant, but you usually see some back and forth with the games, in terms of score. But it was a sweep for Anners, which takes him to the top of the league at this time. Now, can Anners stay at top? As we will introduce you to both players. With a PB of 850,863 from Denmark, he is the actual back-to-back Danish champion, probably back every back you can think of. It is Anners. And on the right we have a max out player. As I said, in the Premier Division we are in the world of the max outs, and we have from Finland with a PB of 1.6 million. They are the former CTWC World Champion at Game Boy Tetris. It is Hector! Now you can see both players are playing with a slightly different tinge of colour. Notably, Anders, as you can see from the camera, is playing on Game Boy, and Hector on the right is playing and topping out at level K with a Super Game Boy, I believe. So yes, correcta mundo. Interesting and fantastic and all that. So the way that the game works is best of 5. Both players can choose from using the OG cart, which is a level Heart 9 and Heart 5 start. So it's a reasonable speed, but it doesn't have the scoring capacity as our modded cart, which starts at similar speeds known as level F and level H. So F for Frank, H for Hector, and A for Anders probably. So both players are warming up still. They can give me a wee note when they feel ready. So there's no rush whatsoever. That's nice stacking for the centre well. Ooh, he gets a double to keep it alive. Ooh, so you can see both players are playing at level K. Level K is the top speed in the game, also known as level 20 or 10 heart. The game never goes as faster on this, but the mod allows you to play it as you can't play it in the OG as a start, but we can here. So it's a good warm-up technique, gets you ready for playing at the speeds 1 below or 4 below. Just check on chat, see how everyone is doing. Anders is ready to go. Good, good, yes, it's good. And we'll wait for a nice stack on the right. Smaggle, so he's wait. Okay, okay, takes the triple. That's nice. Hector went Smaggle a little bit and pays off this time. Gets a Tetris. Woo! So both players, as you can see, with the Premier Division, it is the world of the max outs. Notably, Anders is one of 3 active players in Game Boy Tetris right now that are on the cusp of getting max out. So it's a good group to be in, to be the next one to get that. And we very much want to see that. Okay, I think Hector, you are warmed up. You look very toasty. Yes, yes. All players are warmed up and tepid. Not tepid, warm, hot, reasonably hot. Like a cup of tea that's been sitting for 15 minutes. Everyone is warm these days in Europe, you are absolutely right. Even Scotland has sun. I'm wearing shorts. What the fuck? It's been incredible. So the weather forecast in Denmark is 30 degrees Celsius. Let me just check the weather over in Helsinki, just as a reference point. Current is 19 degrees, but with the odd showers and the humidity of around 60%, with precipitation of 20. So that's nice and cool weather, but what's it like in the morning? Let's find out. Highs of 22 degrees. No chance of showers. And in Glasgow, 28 degrees in Glasgow right now. Yep. That's not, I repeat, 28 degrees. Which is insane. It's around about 80 Fahrenheit. Something like that. I don't know. Yeah, probably. Okay. We all know it's warm. It's hot. We're warmed up. And we're ready to go for some Game Boy Tetris. So, level F is this pick from Anders, who picks first, being the lower PB. Thank you very much. I will not forget that. Alright, so I can take thumbs or noise as a start, and we can go. Thumb from Hector. Thumb, 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 Mr. Anders, give me a thumb, bum, 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 make it the thumbest that I've ever thumbed. I can see both thumbs, and then we can start. We'll start on Game Boy Tetris 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bum 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 bum. It is Tetris, and you can start Tetris. All right. Yeah, I shouldn't sing. It's distracting. Okay, so a level F start. I believe that will be a 160 transition, so the speed won't change for 160 lines, and when it does change, it will increment every 10 until we get to level 20, and yeah, that's when the fun happens. So Hector, as I said, former world champion, and well, I say former. Once you're champion in my eyes. You know, can't take that away from you unless someone beats you. I don't know. Oh well. Okay, Tetrises for both players right now. 40,000 on the nose for Hector. Pick that. 59,000. Anders blocking the well briefly and open it up with the eyepiece. So just waiting for something there to make the day go by. There it is. Tetris. Takes Anders to 44,000. Nice stacking choices. Oh, Hector's showing off. Oh. Hector notably is one of the best mind in the game for stacking. All you have to do is look at our stats on NEStetris.org or whatever it's called. NEStris.org, yeah. Norg. Yeah. Yes, it is known as NEStris.org, sometimes called Norg by the layman, or someone who just is lazy. But not lazy stacking here with Hector right now. They have 121,000 with Anders keeping up at 86. So really good stacking choices from both players right now. Looking lovely. Both players have been super cautious and playing Tetris, which is what we like to see. It's a nice choice with the OPCs there for Hector. Anyone watching, please do take notes. This is how you play Game Boy Tetris. Okay, interesting piece placements there from Anders, who has a hanging Z. Tucks that in well. Oh, he fixes that. Oh, that was tasty. Well done. Well done. And before you know it, it's gone. Nice and clean. So this is why we're playing in the Premier Division. This is why both players are at the top of the game. Nice little pole vault there of the S piece from Hector. No need, but you know, it looks good. That's interesting. If there's no pole to vault, what do you call a pole vault? It reminds me of a joke. A very not a bad joke, but not a good joke. There's a guy at the Olympics, and Scottish guy at the Olympics. Let's just call him Scottish. So Scottish guy's at the Olympics, and he's like, "Excuse me, are you a pole vaulter?" He goes, "No, I'm Danish, but how did you know my name was Walter?" Yeah, not a good joke. Not a bad joke. Definitely a joke. Now, what's not funny is this game, which is looking pretty good. We have 263,000 on the right for Hector, 176 for Anders, and Anders uses the T to stack down, so easy enough to fix this. Hector playing one off the bottom, so we'll at some point have to revisit that piece in column 4, or that empty piece in column 4. But with their skills at stacking, I see no problem with that. I mean, currently both players are around halfway, so you've got plenty of time to worry about it, I suppose. And worry no more. It's open. It's clean. It's edible. Tasty. Tasty. Okay. Both players are stacked. This is a really good game. I must commend both players right now. Anders has had to fix certain things and has fixed it really well. Still scoring Tetris. Hector has some problems, but has fixed them with a plum. No problems whatsoever. And really super high stacking on that right hand side, and it's paying off with the Tetris. Currently at 95 lines, 348,000 for Hector, 87 lines, 210 for Anders. So this is a nice game. Okay. Choices to fix things, and yeah, just a little bit of a slip there with Hector, but it quickly rectified. Up top, super duper high, super duper easy for the Finnish champ. Or a Finnish champ. There's many great players from Finland. I could talk about them, but I'm not gonna. Just take my word for it. There's a lot of great Finnish players. It is a hotbed, talking about the heat, hotbed of Tetris talent. The bed is super hot in Finland. That sounds like something you would say on Duolingo. The bed is hot in Finland. My owl needs cheese. I could try that in German. Meine Eule mit Käse. No, that's my owl with cheese. Talk about cheese. No Swiss cheese on this game. These players are playing clean. This is a really, really top draw game. Both players at around 120 lines, give or take. Oops. With Anders currently at 313,000 and Hector at 458. So the efficiency in terms of pace and all that funny thing, there's room. So both players, I would say, are kind of necky. Nice stacking choices here from both. I mean, I can't say anything else, but these are playing really good. I wish I had the vocabulary to elaborate, but I'm only just a humble restreamer who's very, very hot. I do have a fan, but if I put the fan on to give me some airflow, it'll go in the microphone. I don't want to do that, so I'm taking a lot of sacrifices here, predominantly my health. Okay, but what is healthy is this play from Anders right now at 374, 133 lines, gets a Tetris, takes them to 393. Hector at 505 with a little bit of fixing to do, but as we've seen through the game so far, it ain't no problem. There's half of it, or bits, just 2 holes to fix in column 2. Gets a nice piece, maybe say a J. Yeah, J fixes it. Didn't take the double, played for the double wide well. Yeah, I would have played for the double, but then again, what do I know? Okay, both players are just near transition now. 3 lines to go for Hector, and around 14-15 for Anders, so we're not far away. And Hector takes 549 at the transition. So the speed will increase now every 10 lines. Nice Tetris there from Anders. Nice and clean. Low stack. Ready to stack again. 3 lines to go until transition. Takes a flat burn. Okay, I like it. It says, you know, I'm ready to party, but I'm not an idiot, you know. Level 20 will be in another 30 lines. So we're not far away for Hector. Currently at level 17, so another couple of lines to go. And there's temporarily blocking the well, opens it up with the eyepiece. And is Tetris ready? Takes a double and gets a Tetris. So that's a little bit of smaggro, or smart aggro as they call it. And oh, a nice flat Z there from Hector. Knowing that the S was coming, knowing that it could burn away and keep the well open after each piece. So that's very nice choices there. Okay, just gets that T over, but the T, the J helps. So 10 lines to go until transition. Currently it's 635. Anders at 497. Both players playing out their skin here. And a Tetris into level 20 at 668. Nice. Oh. And another Tetris. So we're at the top speed of the game now. Condensed Aaron, hello, welcome in. Thank you for being here. We are playing Tetris. This is the first match, so you haven't missed anything. And what you have missed so far is just stellar stacking from both players. And another Tetris there from Hector, at least their fourth into transition. That's fantastic. Being smaggy. Being smaggy. Okay. Yep, this is good. This is really controlled play. Over on the right hand side. Currently it's 770. On the left we have Anders just taking some burns to get some better parity of the stack and the board. Just needs some decent pieces and burn down as one would burn. Okay. Oh, another Tetris there from Hector. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Another Tetris. And okay, a double. You need to I can't believe Hector took a double. I mean, oh my god. But we're in, as I say, both players are still playing well. There is a 300 line cap, so sadly this game will come to an end at one point. We don't know when, we don't know how, but I don't care right now because it's just lovely. By far, probably one of the best game ones I've seen in my prolific here. I can't speak today. Prolific restreaming history of whatever. I don't know. Let's just watch the game. Okay. And I was fixing that really well. Gets the bar to help, so there is no more damage to control. Things are looking good. Okay. Again, a nice triple over there for Hector. Oh, he did a DLB with the long bar. So 902 is your score. Well done. Just shy of the max. That's so unfortunate. Okay, so let's look at the other game. 49 lines to go at 570. So a chase down of 902. Now, is it possible? See, that's a question. But let's just watch the game and enjoy. No, it's not possible. And it wasn't impossible. It was impossible. Yes, that was such a score. Wow. Bofies playing amazingly. Not okay. So problem. What can you do when the score is 900k? You've got 330. You got a chase down of 330, and you've got 50 lines to do it. Both players are permitted to take a little break. You can take a hydration break since it is hot outside and all that. You know, that's what all the cool kids in FIFA are doing. So I'm going to go mute for a minute. I'm going to take a little 5-minute break myself, and we will be back. So I'll just put you on the other screen, and I'll update the scores. Alright, we're back. I think we're back. Yeah, we're back. Right. So, previously on Game Boy Tetris League Season 7, we have a match on this slide here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So far, you've just missed a fantastic game. Both players get into transition. Both players playing like absolute legends. But Hector was more legendary in that game, nearly maxing out with a 900k score. Not to be, unfortunately. Very sad they didn't get the max out, but you know, there's still time. There's still more Tetris to play, and both players are going to do it again. So level F or H is up for grabs. Hector has the choice. Hector has a cube. Hector will alternate between cubing and typing. And F is the choice. So yeah, nice game in F. Good pace in F. You know, you got that 160 line barrier to give you some runway to get a really good score, as Hector just proved there. At least 600,000 into transition and taking another 300, so 2/3 of the damage was already done in level F. So if that's not one of the best players in the world, then I don't know what is. Okay, well, we've got a thumb on the right. Give me your thumb, Anders, give me your thumb. I got your thumb, I'm gonna use it to start this game. Right, we'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. It is hot. Oh my god. But then again, I'm not one of these people that just goes, oh, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. Yeah. I just stay indoors and, you know, just hide in an ice blanket. Or an ice sheet. Ice sheets. Sheets. Holy sheet. Ice. No, that's a nice tuck with a T there. Ho 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 ho! You lucky son of a Tetris player. Whoa. Snuck around that S like it was nothing. Alright, I was expecting you to do some magic ice spin there, but clearly I know you can't, but yeah, no, it's you. You could do it. If anyone can do it, Hector can do it. Bloody hell. That's sick. Okay, alright. Oh, hey. No need to be fancy. Missing the tuck of the S for those who didn't see it. Now we have 60,000 on the right, 45 on the left. So both players are early right now. Hector just fixing some stuff. That's a nice placement of the L, the J and the T. Gets a split double, gets open, as if they predicted that the J was coming to help them out. And they are open again. You, if it wasn't hot already, it is now. Whew! Now, both players back down to earth. 85,000 on the left, 87,000 on the right. Both players are neck and neck. Both players are playing Tetris and Tetris ready. So I've got a message there from Aaron. Could you look at the Restreamers channels and Adam's server later? Why? Please, if it's something important, I will get to it right now. If it's not, no, I won't get to it right now. I'm too busy. Oh yeah, I'll help you. Yeah, Aaron, you got it. Message me straight after the VOD and I will help you. That's not a problem. No problemo. You're welcome. Plus it gives us a chance to say hi. Speaking of high, Hector's a little bit high. Just needs a bar. Gets a bar. Gets a Tetris. 185 to 116. Make that 204 to 118. So there's a few Tetrises in it. At least 4, I'd say. I'm not very good at calculating the new scoring. I'm just too set in my ways with level 9. Oh, okay. Nice east to west play there from Hector. That's the kind of thing I used to do when I was a kid. I used to do shit like this. I honestly, genuinely did. I was an amazing stacker when I first played this game. Because I never really used to stack high. It was like trying to just fit bits into left to right. Because that's how my brain worked at the time. Now it doesn't. Now I'm old. And now I just think about things that stack high. And topple. Nice clean play on the right. Anders is fixing, down stacking, getting the right pieces for it, opening up that lovely column on column 7. L helps. He's getting there. He's there. Back to Tetris ready. Again. Speaking of this hot weather, Hector does like to play close to the sun, but they're worth it when you open it like that at that pace. Yeah. Oh, okay, right. So a current score update at 28,000. Sorry, I'll repeat that. 288,000. So, Anders, you have a chase down. Your chase down is 289. 289. I think you rode the lightning there a little bit too much, Hector. That's okay. This game is a bitch. And we're getting some hyper tapping on the keyboard. A message incoming, probably. Perhaps not. Sorry for the crying aloud. Don't worry. If you cried in any way or fashion, I did not hear it. And if I did hear it, I would not say. That's not my style. Okay, so back to the game. Currently, Anders is down stacking with some OPCs blocking the well right now. It's fixable. He's taking it down brick by brick. Nice flat piece, but I would have went with that J. But he is open. No! Oh, 100,000 off the pace. Oh, Anders. That was an opportunity to go 1-0 against the world champion, former world champion, but a champion in my eyes. And you fluffed it. Well, you didn't fluff it. The game wasn't nice, I suppose. That stack of the O's, I think, was really the problem there. And there was a J that you could have done something with. It just didn't work out in the placement of the previous piece. An undisciplined top out for Hector, and a blasé down stack from Anders caused game number 2 to go to Hector. So GG's Hector. W plot armor. I'm sure that means something to the kids these days. I'm 40 years old. What does the W stand for? I know, really. I'm only kidding. Don't worry. Don't worry, I know. We're playing level W next. Level W starts. Or we're going to do level F, sorry, not W. Okay. Lovely. So yeah. W stands for win. Yeah. I remember it from. I remember when W had two friends that were called F and T, and you would have FTW for the win. Yeah. I miss Leak Speak. Leak Speak was good. L33T. Alright, enough of me ranting. Speaking of free, this is game number 3. At level H starts, oh F starts, sorry, F. Got a thumb from the Anders, a thumb from the Hepta, and then we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Alright. Nice starts. Okay, nice and easy. No dramatics, no heroics, just do a carbon copy of game 1, please. That was a nice game. And this is also a nice game too. Getting there, triple there for Hector to get a bit of score on the board. Anders decided not to block well. Pays off with Tetris. Very nice. So both players are tapping their hearts out. Hector playing on a controller, and Anders playing on DMG, which is the original Game Boy console. And yeah. Scores slightly diverging now, 10,000 between yous. Alright, I'm going to write that down, so say 19,000 is a Tetris here on this level. 19,000. Right, I've got that in my bank now, so now I can at least discuss, not discussed, but discuss differences in Tetris as this is. Oh. Hector sadly missed that again. But that's okay, it's still fixable. Anders down at the bottom, kissing gravity. Hector needs the right pieces, but can do it. Okay, this is nice. Little staircase in the middle. Okay. Get in there. Tetris for Anders takes him to 125,000, and Hector miraculously, but not surprisingly, gets out of that fantastic dig there with the flat butt, with the eyepiece hanging over like a sunroof that won't be unsunroofed. But thankfully it's gone. Normal service has resumed, and the Tetris is incoming for Hector once the bar comes. Anders downstacking a little bit, but it's all very simple in comparison to Hector's wild performance there. Anders was begging for a bar there and gets it. Well done. Oh. Yeah. Being sensible with the delayed burn on the L. Score update, 154 for Anders, 147 for Hepta, make that 166. So although Hepta is 14 lines in the future because they had an upstairs apartment and decided to downsize. Downstacking. The owl has all my cheese. Okay. Okay, how are we looking? A stack of Zs blocking the wheel right now for Anners, but it's right down at the bottom, so it's a case of just taking a bulldozer to it. Hepta with a little bit of which almost looks like one of the Space Invaders, but no more. I was playing Space Invaders recently actually, so that's why I'm thinking of those shapes. I was playing it on the Super Famicom, and I got to say, still holds up. Imagine Space Invaders still holding up, you know. Simple game about killing invaders from space. But the space in this board is looking nice and clean for both players. Both Tetris ready. Oh, near enough, but nearly Tetris ready. Hepta just needs to fix the double wide well, does so. And yeah, 208 for Anners, make that 227. 28, damn it. I was nearly close. Alright, and 255 for Hepta. 10 lines of difference, so neck and neck, pretty nice and neat right now. There's no real runaway bride. Oh, that was a nice little flick of the piece there. Whipped that over at the bottom. Absolutely slapping those pieces to the right, just going oopa oopa every time. It's such a nice sight. Interestingly, like I said, I was playing Space Invaders, a nice Tetris there from Anners takes you at 258, and a Tetris there for Hepta, it's 320. Both players looking nice and neat. Another Tetris there for Anners, 277. Another Tetris for Hepta, 339. Scores looking good. This is a good performance so far. Both players back to winning ways, although this one I would say is a little bit more closer. So yeah, we've got a game on. The game's called Tetris. The league is Season 7 of the Game Boy Tetris League. Oh, it's almost like identical stacks here, near enough. Satisfying. Both players will be very happy with how they're playing right now. I would say that with absolute confidence. Currently at 138 lines for that's a nice T-spin there, by the way. Oh my god. Alright. Held out not to take the double and decide to accommodate it, but it's now left with a double wide well. I will not question the madness of Hepta and their stacking. Anders on the left gets Tetris. 377 to Anders. 419, make that 438. So around what, 60,000 in it right now. So around 3 Tetrises, make that 4. And 1 piece away. So 464 is the transition there for Hector. 464. Anna's around 15 lines or so near that. So now the speed begins for Hector. Anna's doing a bit of down stacking. Lovely flat eyepiece. Getting there with a little pace, a little bit of grace. Opens the well but has to plug it up for a moment. Well, needs something like a J, gets a J. And yeah, it's getting there. Hector getting a Tetris, takes them to 552. Okay, we are in the world of Smagro now. Transition there for Anna's at 410, but gets a Tetris immediately into 431. So around 140,000 in it, which is not a lot. So 6 or 7 Tetrises, and Hector is in the lead by at least 15 lines. Maybe even 25. Anyway. Nice T-spin setup there for the Tetris. Beautiful. A little bit of self-appreciation there from Hector. Quite rightly, it was lovely. Really nice. Great vision. Has Hector. And at the moment is in 629 at level 20. So Hector crying out for a bar, can't get it, has to plug it with a T. Can get this open with relative ease, I'd say. Yeah. Nice. Okay, Anna's at 485. Give him a bar, he gets the bar over. Whew. Okay. Okay, so he's 8 lines away from transition. Oh my god, what a heroic effort there. Wow. Anna's saving the game with a nigh on impossible stack into level 19 speeds. Wow. Incredible. And now in transition at 539. So it's not as been as clean as the previous game there for Hector in level 20 speeds. Mostly, I say last game, I mean game 1, Hector scoring Tetrises by the near dozen. Not really, but you know, fantastic level of scoring at level 20. Having to deal with a lot of down stacking. Various columns are the order of the day, so let's just see how both players play. Anna's this Tetris ready, gets a bar, gets a Tetris, takes him to 575. This is really nice from both players, dealing with the boards well. Anna's almost aggressive, I'd say, and with another Tetris there into 601. So there's 100,000 in it right now. With Anders with around 25 lines in the past. So 260 lines for Hector, 40 lines to go, and also you have 75 lines left. Nice Tetris there from Hector. Back to a nice left well. Looking good. Our Tetris. I've missed it. I missed the tap over the I bar. Oh my god. Aha! 6-1-1. So, Hector, sorry. Feel free to play this out. You have won game number 3 and the match. GG's. What are you going to do to beat this player? Get a max out. How do you feel, Anders? You okay? I think he's fine. I think he's alright. He's just taken aback. That was a... Oh, you played both? Yeah, you played super well. I mean, at least it's both around 600Ks into that level. So you're well past that. Hector, again, another banging game. Good start to your first game in the division this season. I'm sure you'll be happy, dehydrated, and yeah, just a generally good game. So I am very happy to report that does change the scores a little bit. So if you give me a moment, I will update my hyper super database and give Hector the flowers. Alright, nearly there. Okay, we'll just double check that. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so GG's everyone. You did really well. More importantly, Hector was better, winning 3 games to 0. Great start from the Danish champion in all games actually. You powered through to get to the level 20s, so yeah, but that's not a slight and anyway at all, because your battery went. That is good timing. Oh, good thing it never went to game 4. You know, you would have had to have I don't know, go to the battery shop and get some batteries. Hello, my owl needs some batteries. The oiler eat in batterina, you know. So there will be another game. We're not sure yet. But currently the board stands at currently not played yet as Code Crusher at 0 points. DLB still with a 1, Tony with a 1, Hector now taking 8. So it is tied at the top right now, with Hector with 1 game in hand over Anders. So yeah, that's how the board looks. Right, so will we be back? Yes, maybe. I don't know. I don't know yet. Because yeah, well, 1 in the alphabet, yes. Number 1 in my heart. No, both players are number 1 in my heart, and number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and all the other numbers. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to go on mute for a minute, and I will see if we can get another player to come in, and that would be Code Crusher versus Anders. So stay tuned. Speak to you in a bit. Hello, we're back, and we are going to call it a day. We're waiting for another player to show up. Sadly, they haven't showed up, so it will require another reschedule of that game. That's a shame. We would like to see more Tetris. We're seeing some right now, but not enough to keep us going for the rest of the day, because it's very hot. I want to go and get a fan and sit next to it and make love to it and get cool. So on that note, I'm going to say thank you very much, everyone. Bye. It's time to wave. Wave. Give me your waves. Give me your waves. Wave, wave, wave. Or don't wave. Oh. I'm waving. I'm waving for you. Right. Okay. So it's a goodbye from Anners, goodbye from Hector, and it'll be a goodbye from me. Yay, got a chance to wave! Yay! Yay! Waves, waves, waves. Waves. And we've lost Hector. Okay, thank you very much, Hector. Congratulations on your win, 3-0. Just to highlight it, we are neck and neck at the top of the Premier Division with 8 points, with Hector having a game in hand to Anders' 2 games played already. Next game's in the line, where Code Crusher still to play, DLB's got to play some more, as does Tony and every player here. So we are finished, so I'm going to say thank you very much. Been brilliant. Go away. Bye. Right, I probably should raid whilst I'm still thinking about it. Is there enough people to raid? Nah. Alright, bye.